In today's message, I'm going to discuss and share a powerful message concerning how to stay on a diet and the benefits of a faith-based weight loss program. If you're struggling right now to stay on your healthy eating plan, then be sure to take out a journal and write some notes about this impactful and powerful message. And may God bless you. I'm going to use that word tonight. I'm going to stress on that word, and because you and I, for years, right, we've been told, okay, this is what to eat and this is what not to eat. Or join my program, count the calories, count the points, jump on the scale, do all these physical things that you and I have probably already known for a lifetime. But what we want to aim for through personal growth and development is to be comfortable with the food that we're going to eat every day, no matter where we are or what we're doing. And we want to be comfortable in our own skin. But beauty, as we know, doesn't lie within the skin, right? It lies skin deep inside. So my program is created and designed to help us to grow strong on the inside. So we want to shape and change who we are on the inside. And then weight loss will begin to come. When weight loss begins to come, we start to notice these changes of negativity slowly falling off our shoulders. And what is the main negatives that we feel when we're struggling with our diet or we're struggling to lose weight and we want to, again, feel comfortable in our own skin? We get depressed and we get frustrated. And then, it's like this emotional roller coaster. We do good for a little while and then we're on top of the world. And then for some reason, whether it's a change in our schedule or a change in our atmosphere and, being a vacation or an event that we're going to, before we know it, without even the awareness, right, we start to feel ourselves getting weak, and then we start to panic and we don't know what to do. And at that point of panic, we start to feel our emotions change again. And sooner or later, little by little, we start to fall into depression until sooner or later we get up that determination again. And then, we start this pattern all over again. I don't know if you've, heard this a little saying before, but I've heard it many times that, a crazy person will try to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So Conquer Cravings for Christians will actually, show us the kind of mindsets that we fall into that without our awareness, we fall back into these patterns. So, I just wanted to stress that again, that this is not about dieting, but it's really about personal growth and development. So what do you think's most important here? If you had a piece of paper and you were going to write down an answer to this question, what would be more important for me to sit down with you and tell you everything that you should eat right and everything you should eat wrong? Or would you rather have me talk to you about personal growth and development? Okay? So that would be actually a good little thing to start with if you have a journal. Not so much tracking your food and tracking your calories, but that would be a very good step in the right direction. That would be a strategy for you to ask yourself, what's more important? Okay, so secret and strategy number 1 is discovering your self-worth. Okay, so how do you estimate what your self-worth is? Is it based upon your level of education? Would it be based upon the job that you do? Would it be based upon how much you can fulfill somebody's needs that is dependent upon you? Well, your true value and your true self-worth is dependent upon discovering God's love for you and why he created you in the first place. you know, we all have dreams and we all have hopes and dreams and things that we want to do in life. But did you know that when God created you, he created you, first of all, for his own loving, you know, fellowship with you, because he wanted to spend time with you in a relationship. And so that's where our self-worth begins. And not only that, but when we think about the life of Christ, in my Conquer Cravings for Christians video program, I mentioned that when I was a little girl, it really didn't make sense to me of why God lived and died upon the cross. But when he sacrificed his life for you and he would do it all over again, think about that love. Think about how much you're worth. Think about somebody who even loves you today, you know, somebody that takes care of you or that brought you up. And think about if you were crossing the street right now, if somebody jumped in front of a car to push you out of the way and fell in the road and sacrificed their life for you, wouldn't that make a difference? Wouldn't you realize how much somebody really loves you? And that's just a small image or a small vision of how much God loves you. I'm just going to put on my glasses here because I see, you know, people popping up. Hi, Donna. How are you doing? And thank you for joining us tonight. God bless you. I have to put glasses on when I want to read what's on the screen. So that's key number one. Success, as far as our healthy eating plan, is going to change when we continue to invite and focus on the love of God and how much you are worth to him. Okay? So when we change our focus away from what the world determines us as our self-worth, whether it be, you know, people are always quickly, right, to see, especially women, we are always noticing other women. You ever notice how women notice women more than men do? I think sometimes, you know, we'll notice what they're wearing or notice how they fix their hair. And, you know, that's pretty much who we are and the way we think as far as, you know, what we determine in the world. But when we start to recognize our God-given destiny and that how much God loves you, that's when you realize that you are growing and you are developing on the inside, that it's no longer a diet, it's no longer a change, just a change of habits, but it's actually a transformation that begins on the inside. And I'm going to tell you, that's why diets don't work. That's why for a little while I can go to Weight Watchers. That's why for a little while I can count calories. But do I want to do these things for the rest of my life? It might be a good starting point for us, you know, to get ourselves on track. But do I want to be counting calories the rest of my life? No, I don't want to be counting calories the rest of my life. Do I want to be growing and changing on the inside and getting stronger and knowing that certain habits are slipping away? Oh, that would be awesome. So if I have some Christian ladies on the line, I want you to, if you have a chance to write something down, what would be a good little practice for you today would be write down the things that you know have slipped away. You know, we might have had bad habits. It might have been gossip. It might have been, you know, saying, even if it wasn't like a really bad word, maybe once in a while in your lingo, something would slip and you go, oops. And so just think about, you know, simple changes that you saw like slip away, and you say to yourself, wow, you know, I don't even talk like that anymore, or I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, or I don't desire that glass of wine all the time every time I go out to eat. These are just small examples of what Conquer Cravings for Christians can do, is that when we take time to focus and bring these things before the Lord, the things that you and I battle with from day to day will slowly slip away, just like all these other little habits that were once part of our character. So pray.